Welcome to a new week on tour, guys. This week we're in Germany right now. We are going to Austria for the Austrian Alpine Open. As I mentioned in previous videos, it's actually a tournament I've won before, so it should be a fun week. I'm not sure if they're going to look at me as a past champion because different sponsors, but should be a fun week nonetheless, even if I don't get that homecoming treatment. We are currently stopped at a nice little crossing for a train here in eastern Germany, heading across the border to Salzburg soon. So last week, unfortunately, I missed the cut, didn't play on the weekend, which is kind of a blessing. There was rain on Saturday, it was really cold. I had the stomach bug Tuesday, Wednesday, so I was in bed all day. Didn't really feel great, so I was able to get rid of that sickness. I practiced a little on the weekend, not much, just kept it loose, did a workout. And then Sunday we had to travel all the way to Munich. We decided not to do a connection to Salzburg, the nearest main city to this tournament. Don't want to lose your bags, you don't want to get delays. Funnily enough, we got to the airport 3 hours early to try and jump on an earlier Air Brussels flight or Brussels airline flight, and they wouldn't give us a seat. Well, they said they didn't have one, but who knows. So we had to wait 3-4 hours getting onto our original planned flight, 7:30. That was then delayed an hour, so spent a solid 4 or 5 hours at the airport catching up on admin and getting random stuff done. Got to the hotel in Munich at about 8:30. We booked a nice Hilton hotel. It was smooth check-in, so that was nice. Got to sleep, and then the next day we had a really cool morning this morning I should say. It was really nice to get into the sauna and the gym, did zone 2 cardio. Sauna afterwards, a little steam room, and had a wonderful breakfast in the hotel. And then headed to the rental car. We got this cool little electric vehicle, which I guess gives us freedom now to chat without any combustion engine noises coming out. So hopefully the audio sounds good on here. But yeah, it's been a pretty seamless morning, to be honest. It was a 100-yard walk from the hotel to the rental center and hopped in the car, and now we're on our way to cross the border into Austria. I'm excited for the week. Should have some good weather. You see the clouds out there, beautiful blue skies, a few clouds. I just got to focus on the driving here, obviously. This electric car is really quick, so the danger here is that it actually pulls off too fast. I'm a little bit worried about speed traps and things when the speed changes on these roads. But also learned something new going into Austria. You need a vignette. I've never heard of this thing, but apparently it's for highways. You have to pay a tax on the highway, so you got to stick something on your car. So we're gonna figure all these things out, and seem to have the air travel configured pretty well, but I'm learning things on the roads now, especially when we rent cars at tournaments. I just got my vignette. We're gonna see how this works. It was €12.40 for 10 days. We're gonna be here about a week, so lady told me I need to stick this with obviously the barcode facing upwards, I guess, top left when driving. So I think it's like this. She just stamped it. It's got a date on it now. I'm gonna place it right there. I assume that's the best way to do it. There might be camera systems, I guess, that read it, but you learn something new every time you drive to Austria, I guess. Pretty good, better than a €120 fine apparently if you get caught without this thing. So we're gonna roll on into Austria now, cross the river. I don't know what river this is. I'm gonna learn something new right now as well. But we're almost there. We're almost to the course. I saw a really cool thing when I took this car out. We were trying to figure out where to tick the sheet to say where the bumps are on the car and make sure I don't get charged for any issues that come up. And they explained, no, they have this 360 camera when you exit the parking lot, scans the car, makes sure there are any dings or records exactly where those scratches are. I thought that was just so German, a really cool, I don't even know how you design a system that smart to be able to pick up all those little dents and things. So hopefully it works. I don't want to get charged after this week, but it was a really cool thing to figure out, and congrats to the Germans or maybe it's not even a German thing. Maybe you guys know where the technology came from. You can tell me in the comments below. But I thought that was a really, really cool piece of technology that I just discovered. So this week, my buddy Martin's going to be in town, Martin Trainer. You guys might have seen him on previous episodes, but his girlfriend's going to be with him. So we're going to have lots of fun together, hopefully go out and do things. Martin is probably one of the coolest guys I know on tour. He is the least tour pro of tour pros. He's contrary to every image or idea you might have of a pro.
I'm out of shape. I had an elbow injury, so my legs are sore.
He's honestly just out here in Europe having fun, enjoying the trip, loves to do stuff outside of golf, and golf is really just a tool for him to try and go and do fun things and experience the world, go have great restaurant visits. And I don't even know, last week he went to Turkey. He went to a ancient Roman ruin, some kind of amphitheater with a village next door, and he had a really fun time doing that. I should probably just give him my camera and he can just go out and explore and just pretend that it was actually me that went to all these cool spots, but I guess that wouldn't be authentic, would it? But yeah, looking forward to hanging with him, doing some dinners with him, and I don't know if he's going to play golf with me because, as I said, golf's kind of the side gig to his traveling and having fun. I just hopped off the Autobahn back there in Germany. We're getting close to the border now with Austria, and it reminds me of a story when I was on Challenge Tour. I had this small, tiny little car, like a Seat or something, and I had to overtake somebody, so I pulled out and I started overtaking him, going maybe 140, 150, redlining this little car, and I realized there was another car in front of him, so I carried on going. This guy flashed me from about maybe a kilometer behind me, and I was like, what the heck? I can see the car. It's like a little speck in my rearview mirror. So I was like, I'm still going to overtake the second car. It's not safe to move over. So anyway, I overtake this car, and the guy catches up to me, and he starts mirroring my speed and just going alongside me and speed up, speed down. I'm like, what the hell's going on? But he's got this really fancy Audi or Mercedes, I can't even remember, and he wouldn't leave me alone. So I slowed right down to like 80 k's an hour, and he mirrored my speed. Then he pulled in front of me. I didn't know what was happening, but the next thing, I get a coin hit the roof, like almost hit the windshield of the car, hit the top of the roof. I don't know if that's normal in Germany or Austria. You guys can tell me, but this dude was like totally unhinged. He must have been trying to like break some record between his hometown and another town or something, and he was a whole kilometer behind me going 300 k's an hour maybe, and thought I was in the way. But you guys need to explain to me what that's about. I'm hoping to avoid those kind of drivers. I don't feel like fighting people on the roads, but it seems to be more countryside here as we exit Munich to the east towards that Austrian border. We've got some small towns here now. Hopefully we can get some cool B-roll to show you these cute, I wouldn't say cool, I'd say cute little cities. I'm not sure I'd want to live in any of them, but the architecture is cool, the farms and the little surrounds are really, really pretty. So this tournament, apparently I said it wrong, the Alpine Austrian Open, the Austrian Alpine Open, I don't know. I'm not sure what name they're going for here, but I guess it's the Salzburg municipality or the region, the tourism department. I'm not sure of my German pronunciations for the different divisions of government, but I think they're the ones that are putting the money in for this tournament, so they must be trying to grow some curiosity with the area, get some, I don't know, not trade, more like tourism, get some tourism in there. So I'm not sure what to expect. I've never been to this part of Austria. I've been Vienna, I've been down to Kärnten, that's where I won on the Challenge Tour. I guess I've won an Austrian Open main tour, European tour event, and on the Challenge Tour down in Kärnten, so hoping for good things this week. But I don't know, I'm just picturing, hopefully they have some, I don't know, like whitewater rafting or hiking, or those are the things I like to do outside of golf. I don't know if they'll have that where we are, but if there are, Alpine should mean mountains, right? Like mountains, hills, which should mean rapids. If there are any rivers, the rivers are going to be pretty turbid and pretty white waterish, so that would be fun to go and experience if we can do that. Might be a little chilly because it's early spring season now. It's definitely going to be cold water coming off the mountains. Maybe even fishing. Everyone's told me I need to learn how to fish. It's tons of fun. I just really haven't gotten into that. If you guys want to tell me in the comments what type of fishing I should start with. Country Club Johannesburg, where I'm in Johannesburg, they have classes now for fly fishing, so I think that would be something I'd get into. They don't even have you down by the ponds. For the first lesson you're on a field, I guess, teaching you how to cast, teaching you how to put the hook on the line and all that jazz. But if you guys can give me any feedback on fishing, or anyone wants to help me out or give me a masterclass, I am down to learn, because I'm traveling a lot and I do have a lot of spare time that I'd like to get out and see these really cool places and spots that I visit. And here we go. These are the cool little spots I'm talking about. Massive logs on the side of the road here, so there must be some forestry going on. Farms down at the bottom of the hill, nice beautiful trees up into the, oh, it's going to get dark here. I'm not sure you guys will see anything, but cool little mountain pass here. Maybe not mountain, hill, little hill through the valley. Person behind me is looking at me like, dude, why are you driving so slow? Like, yo, I'm going 70 kilometers in 100. Windy roads, dark, cloudy sky. Okay, here we go, speeding down to 80. This is a little more my speed. And we get to some fields again, some farming on the other side. Germany is really pretty, really vast, tons of agriculture going on in this area. I'm not sure what Salzburg's going to be like. We are on the outskirts of the city, so I imagine some farming around there too, and hopefully cute little villages we can go and explore. All right, I see some golf holes here. We got some ropes yet too. That's probably for the fans. So we are inside the area of the golf course. I don't know where the clubhouse is. I'm not sure what's going on, but oh, that looks like a driving range up there. I wonder if that's where we're going to park. We're going to have to figure this out. Here's a player. Maybe ask a fellow player where we should go. No, it's a caddy actually. South African caddy. Let's see. How's it, bro? Have you figured this out? Where do we go?
Where do you want to be?
Where's the clubhouse?
Clubhouses, yeah.
That way, okay.
If you get a parking, you park somewhere here, and then the clubhouse is here. The driving with the driver is there. Irons, yeah.
Irons. Oh, we're driving in one place with a driver and driving in another place with the irons. Okay. Yeah. We'll just park here and figure it out. Thanks, bro. We'll find a parking spot and do it on foot, I think. All right, we just arrived. This place is pretty spectacular. Definitely alpine, number one. A lot of golf holes, number two, and very wet. It seems like they've got some rain here recently, but I'm trying to find my caddy. He's been here for a few hours, so he'll be able to show me around, figure out where everything is. I can see a few golf holes from here, but I'm not sure where to go. And then we're gonna get into some practice, probably hit some balls in the range, hit a few putts, and then settle in. We've got to go find our Airbnb. That's going to be exciting too. It's some kind of like Austrian, I don't know, what do you call it? Like a mountain log cabin type thing. I don't know, you guys can correct me, but yeah, it's going to be a fun week here. And I've won here in Austria twice before. I'm probably going to say that multiple times this week, but going to keep those good vibes going and try and have a wonderful week. Ooh, it is wet. First thing he said was it's been raining and sloppy.
Yeah, my feet are soaked, my socks are soaked.
My white golf shoes are going to do really well here.
It's been a good start here, yeah.
You can see water everywhere. We've got a river next to a lake. Looks like a moat almost.
But the sun's out.
Yeah,
so
okay.
For now. For now.
According to the forecast, it should be raining right now. 1.8 mils an hour in this hour. So somehow I arrived and the gods have shone upon us. I don't know. Yeah, kind of chilly as well. They're not joking about this alpine description.
I mean, I thought I may see like snow on the mountains.
Well, we could see a little bit. I don't know if it was like glistening, like little streams kind of coming off the top of the mountain, but I think it was a little bit of snow.
Probably,
still
yeah.
showing.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise May. It's like,
ooh, lots of golf holes. Yeah, pan over here and have a look at these.
So the
golf hole,
the
golf hole,
back nine and the front nine are like completely different.
Ah.
The front nine's like up and down a mountain.
This looks really flat.
Back nine's like really flat.
In the valley, you
yeah,
got some water over here. It's quite nice.
But it's
windy.
good. Yeah, it's windy.
Windy.
A lot of strong holes. It's a cool layout. It's different.
He's walked it already. He got you early this morning, so we're just rolling in. It's almost 3 o'clock. So Jay inside is probably like, I just want to go home. And now Dill arrives to go and practice. We'll take it easy on him though. We won't do too much today. Just hit a few balls, loosen up.
Watch out.
He's seen we got all kinds of vehicles today. He's seen the course. He walked it once, so I'll play 9 on Tuesday, 9 on Wednesday in the Pro-Am. And it's low maintenance for me. Gone are the days where I'd try and get 18 holes in today to see the course because I need to know exactly where to hit every shot. I don't do it like that anymore. I guess I'm becoming a veteran now.
Using your experience.
Yeah, I mean, or just
even though nobody has any.
Just don't care. I mean, yeah, no one has experience here, so I'm like, this is all the more reason not to go super analytical Dill mode. We got the clubhouse coming up. Hopefully we have a nice big locker room. That's never the case on the European Tour.
It's a very, very weird locker room this week.
Like this to try and get inside, and it's guys knocking other bags over, but
that's exactly how it is.
It's pretty. We got some green shutters on the building. We got flowers outside. Sound of music vibes going on here. Up in the Alpine. Okay. I give them an A for beauty.
Yeah, it's cool. When you look at it in the sunlight, this it looks a lot better than it did earlier in the rain.
All right, we've gotten situated now. I found a golf bag, got my TrackMan, got my hat. We're rolling to the range. Jay's been here for 7 hours, probably.
Probably about that. 6:30 I rolled in
Still
this
hasn't
morning.
found the putting green, he says. So we're
everything
still
else
in the Austrian Alpine region searching for a putting green right now. But yeah, hopefully hit some balls. It's been raining, it's super wet. This might be a sloshy range session.
Will be.
Doesn't matter, we'll get it done. It'll be fun. Hopefully get some numbers on the TrackMan, do a few combines, get sharpened up. Maybe hit a few putts, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe there's no putting green.
Yeah, I saw on the notices it's meant to be small.
Oh, okay.
So I'm blaming that on the reason.
There'll probably be footprints in it now, might be a little bit bumpy, so
yeah,
that's all right, we'll figure it out.
Just get loose, get used to the place.
I timed it really well though. As you can see from the surrounds, it's just so wet that I was not going to be practicing 5 hours ago, so
it was raining hard.
We're doing well.
And now everybody's gone home, so it's all quieter too.
Yeah, I'm hoping this range is going to be a little
which is great.
Quieter than normal. Should be fun. Mondays are normally really busy on a week where guys have come from a nearby area, but when it's long travel, difficult travel, Monday's pretty calm. The course has been really busy so far. I just see these few holes around the clubhouse.
People are always out.
3 balls, 4 balls. Guys are trying to see as many holes as they can. Yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm not ready for that.
All right.
So for those that don't know what this is a TrackMan. This thing tracks the golf ball and the golf club. Gives me all different numbers, different readings. Can basically tell me why I'm hitting the ball really badly or really well, which is normally the case. And then they're fun little games you can play on here as well. Sharpen yourself. It tells you to hit a number 146 shot and you try and hit it as close to that target as possible. So that's what I'll be doing today. Trying to sharpen up after a weekend off.
And it helps on weeks like this when we're at altitude.
We've got a bit of altitude, so you can use a function on here called normalize and help you get the exact numbers according to your altitude. Alright, that's the last one on my wedge combine here. Let's see how I did. So basically what I did is I hit 5 shots in I think 6 or 7 different zones. We'll see on the phone here, but I'm trying to work on my 9 o'clock swing. So that's my swing when my left arm's parallel to the ground. With a lob wedge that goes 65 yards, that was the one I just finished right now. And 83.3 is my score. That's not too bad. I always, for me, set the bar at 85. It tells you on the little blurb here what your handicap is. So it says I'm a +4 handicap right now. So I need to do a little bit better to be a pro, but that's why 85 is my range. If I pass 85, I'm good. Very close to it today. I didn't warm up. I just went straight into the first ball, which you might have seen I shanked. Hit it like 40 yards right and 30 yards short, but that's okay. Numbers are pretty good there. Yeah, I think my best so 122, my full gap wedge shot was the best. I got 94 out of 100 there, so that was really good. And I can go in here and look and see the different numbers. I can see club speed, ball speed, spin rate. I can add more metrics if I want to. These are the ones I've pre-selected, so go after the round and have a look at it. If I don't really like something with the club that I wasn't doing right, I can find anything that might be going wrong with it. Maybe I need to tweak the loft or the lie if something's not right. But all in all, that's a pretty good wedge session for me. Quite a lot of shots, 35 shots. I'll move on to the irons now, maybe play around with that. I actually timed it really well because it started raining, so might give it a few minutes for this rain to disappear before I head on to the mid-irons. Right, so this one's a little bit different. My mid-irons, I have buckets, a yardage between certain numbers. So this is asking me to hit a 140 shot now. My 9-irons are 150-ish full shot, so I'm gonna have to feel this in there. And I'm hitting at a defined target, that white and blue pole out there in the distance. Okay, that should be close, maybe a little short. Straight on line, and then it gives me a score. So it gives me a score out of 100 for each shot, as you saw in my wedge routine. Gave me an overall score. Oh no, that went pretty far actually. Still got a 90 out of 100. Now I'm at 154. I've got a few shots left here. 154 is going to be a tough one for me to get to. As I said, 150 is my 9-iron. Can't quite squeeze 4 yards out of it right now. It's cold and rainy, so I'm going to go to an 8-iron and try and feel that shot. That should be good. Just the right amount of mishit on that one, I think. Slightly off the heel. All that matters is we get close to the target. 154. Ooh, here we go, 156. So 97 out of 100 there. And now it's listening to me. It knows that my 9-iron's 150 and it's given me 150. So this should be a stock yardage. Straight shot at that pole. Full swing. No excuses. Yeah, I can't mishit it. If I mishit it, it's not going to reach the hole. Oh, little Healy. What do you think, Jay? Is that enough? I think that's 148, probably 2 yards short of the number. Ooh, no, that flew a long way. 154. Maybe a little moisture on the face. Might have sped it up. I don't know. We'll show you here. Not sure if the screen is viewable, but 54 carry for a score of 48. Now we're going to go to view report and share. Now I can see how I did. So we'll flip it up right, zoom out. I got 84.8, which again, I said 85 is my goal. We can see where I did poorly here. The 192 to 225 bucket. I was struggling with the 4-iron today. Couldn't quite get the numbers right. So I know now I've got to do some long iron practice tomorrow, maybe figure out if there's anything with the swing. But short irons, mid irons looking really good right now, so no stress on those. Maybe the golf course doesn't actually have too many 4-irons, so we might be in a good place there. But this is just a fun way for me to dial in those irons. The wedges, I had a defined target, 65 yards, 9 o'clock swing, it didn't change. This one's fun because it bounces around. So I've got to change clubs, I've got to change my mindset, maybe hit a different shape to get it close to the hole, use the wind or let the wind hurt it. But it's a fun way just to stay engaged. You see a lot of these guys just hitting golf balls. I think quite a lot of pros and amateurs alike just, oh, I'm just going to hit a ball, I'm going to hit a ball. There's no consequence. If you've got a shot and you know you have to hit it to a defined target, you're always going to have better practice. You're going to be more focused, you're going to be more intentful with your swing. And I like to practice like this. Rather go and hit 60 or 65 balls with intent than stand here and beat 200 balls, go home and you've got a sore shoulder and a sore neck because you just hit way too many balls. That's my TrackMan session on the range. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I would hit some more drivers, but apparently this week we have to hit drivers over at a different range. So I'll get to that tomorrow. I'm going to do a little short game now and we'll see if all this practice works out tomorrow in the practice round. I've got my little mini G brush over here. You can see the wet conditions. It's all dirty. I got to clean it out before I throw it in the bag or else it makes a mess. This thing saves me though on the range. When I'm hitting those wedge shots and those iron shots, you've got to clean your club between every shot or else the spin numbers, the contact with the ball on the face are going to be all wrong. It's just going to be all over the place, and then you think you've done good practice and you're looking at a TrackMan, a high-tech device that's giving you all these numbers, but you haven't cleaned your groove, so it's not going to give you any active data that you can even use to go on. So cleaning this now, I could probably delegate this to my caddy, but I'm OCD, so keep this baby clean, get it ready for tomorrow. He might be able to give it a better job than I have because he's used to doing it, but yeah, Mini G, Groove It brush, really good product. I love it. Shout out Groove It brush. They send me a couple of these for free and I travel around the world with them. Now it's time to do some putting. I'm going to start on a line right now. So a chalk line, we try and find one. I have a string that's tied onto 2 poles and we put that above the chalk line. So I'm going to get my eyes over that line, over that string. And when I look through it, I don't want to see the chalk line below. That means that I know my eyes are directly over the ball. I place the ball on the center of that chalk line. And then I'm going to be able to get my eyes square perpendicular to the target line and just hit nice 6, 8, 10 footers, doesn't matter what the distance is. And while I do that, I'm going to have a device called the Blast on the back of my putter. Jay's got it ready over there. I'm going to slap it on the back and that's going to tell me all kinds of numbers, my tempo, my face angle, my loft and lie change through the stroke. And that's just a quick check for me to see that I'm stroking the ball correctly. I can kind of see my arc. Jay will look and see if I'm going inside, outside, and we'll make some body corrections to make sure I'm standard, locked in and ready to go. And from there we might be creative, we might hit a few long putts, we might read a few greens, and then we might do a 9-hole match where he knows the distances, he measures them out. We keep the score in my head, and then at the end of the 9 holes, if I'm 3 under par, that's break even par for shots gained on putting. So that's a test for me at the end to see am I putting well enough to break to average. But it should be fun. That's really high and technically informational, but we're just going to go have some fun right now. Mondays are not for serious work. We're on to the final drill. We've done the basics, we've done a few lag drills. Is this the first hole, Jay?
First one, 30 feet, coming back
30
down
feet.
here.
Oh man, I'm walking over my own line here. Got to read this. So this game is 9 holes. I have to have a -3 score by the end to break even for a shots gained projection. For the length of the putts, he needs to vary the holes a little bit, right to left, downhill, all that, but basically the total distance on a normal given day on the PGA Tour, 15 putts, is going to be break even. So my goal is to try and make all of these, but the longer ones obviously, we'll give that a gimme.
Almost.
Where's the next one, Jay?
8 feet here.
Oh, too firm, a little too low. I think that's a gimme as well, but I'll tap it in.
That one.
Which one?
20 to the red one.
The goal is to go through your routine as well. Don't just rush it but I don't want to spend too much time analyzing it. I'm just trying to react.
All right, Dill, talk me through what you're seeing.
So I've got left to right from the read from behind, but when I come back here, I feel a little more right to left. So I'm going to average those 2 reads out. I'm going to pretend it was sort of half a cup outside left from behind the hole. From here I'm left edge or inside left. So I'm going to average it out to half a ball outside left. Are you happy with that, Jay?
Yeah.
It's generally going to the right. There's a valley to the right, all the water's draining there, so it has to be moving slightly right.
Good start line.
Started just left. Ooh, we got one right. There we go, 1 under. Still got a long way to go here.
11 feet up the hill.
Nice thing is we've got a flat section of green here, so they're not going to be too difficult.
All similar, left to right a touch.
Yeah, going a bit left in the mid section, so I think I'm going to go straight. No, I'm inside right now.
Really?
I see some left in that mid section. Where are you?
A little straighter.
Okay, let me go. This is on me actually. I shouldn't be taking much help from you. This is a check for my eyes and my stroke. Oh no, definitely misread that. Left to right. You were right on that. All right, 1 under still. So we should be varying uphill, downhill. Jay's pretty good at giving me some tough ones. And now he hits me with a nice, easy, straight, flat. The worst putt you could have.
A little downhill.
A little 6-footer, 5-footer maybe.
These are the crucial ones, right?
Should be able to handle this. Yeah, this is the 9-iron into 5 feet.
Gotta take it.
Oh, straight up the hill, straight down the hill. Easy putts, right? Nope. They're never easy. There we go. Nice pace there. Kept the speed up. So always important to hit the line that you see, but with the right speed. All right, I see him pacing it out, so I'm going to read this from the other side. Right to left.
It's one of them, innit? It's all pace-wise. You go a little firmer and the line's a little straighter. And
yeah,
then...
I had a similar putt last time you put me up the hill. I went too firm, so I'm going to learn a little bit from that. And those are little things you learn in the tournament as well. On practice days, you hit a putt. Ooh, that broke a little bit more. No one's played this golf course this week before. Maybe a couple Austrians have, so that sort of home course, home knowledge, or remembering from previous tournaments won't really be around for anybody. It's all going to be a bit raw this week.
Good roll. Missed it high.
Right putt, okay. 2 under, still going.
Let's go here.
Okay, I'm not sure. Inside left, Jay.
Nice.
Or straight, same. All right, 3 under. Now we're going for bonus putts. Trying to get strokes gained positive. All right, we got some slope over here. We got some people around, some distraction. Little tabletop uphill and onto a flat. Just gonna feel it. I'm outside the left by a cup-ish around there.
Yeah, it's just early on.
I think I need to keep the speed up because of this little ramp in the beginning.
Good stroke.
Break! No!
Try.
How does that miss? All right, how many left?
1.
1 left, uh-oh. I got a feeling this is the 40-footer. I think he's left the order correctly here. Oh gosh, he's gonna give me the downhiller.
Will he make it?
Yeah, you've got that 2-putt to make the cut, that 2-putt to win, that 2-putt to beat your buddy on the 18th hole.
Typically around about this distance, pros start 3-putting, so 2-putt is always good from this distance.
Travel ball, go! All right on line, but that's the lag putt we spoke about last week. And I think that's not bad. If you add that up, I believe that will be 15 putts, which is break even for stroke gain. So that's a par, that's okay. I would do this again if we had a little more time, try and get into the positive, but I was happy with that. And we're gonna move on, go and relax, settle into the Airbnb and enjoy the afternoon, get ready for a practice round tomorrow. If you know me, you know I am super efficient. So this is something I'd normally do in the locker room, by the locker. Basically gonna test the Callaway gloves, make sure they fit. Sometimes they come out the factory and they're a little, or one finger is a little tight, or the seam is a little bit irritable for my hands. I know straight away this is great. Like this is perfect, literally perfect. And the reason why I do this is you don't want to walk onto the first tee in a tournament round, put a glove on. I've had it before in the past, and then you go, oh, this doesn't fit, this isn't great. That way you tested before. Once in America on the PJ Tour truck, I sat down and did about 60 gloves in a row, and then they labeled them. These are Dill's gloves, don't touch them, because he's already pre-sorted them. So I don't have that ability right. Well, maybe could do that on the truck. Maybe next week in Amsterdam, I'll ask them to do that. get some labeled up. This one is another great glove. Thank you, Callaway. Thank you to the staff in the factory, quality control. We can actually show you here, they actually have 2 inspection signs on here. So you got 1, 2. I think a normal glove you find in a store probably only have 1 of these. So they send it through again for us to have it get checked twice, just in case the things I'm looking for now, the small finger, the slightly out of shape glove, those things do pop up. But I'm using this time walking down the hill, trying to do it efficiently so we can just drop our stuff off at the locker and head on out of here. Thanks to the Callaway reps for walking this over. Apparently the trucks this week, the trucks mean the tour trucks, the Callaway, the different brands have their vehicles that have all the equipment in it. It's like 2 kilometers away. Apparently they've got to walk super far. So thanks to Callaway guys for bringing it over to me. Oh yeah, this one fits perfectly as well. I think maybe next week will be a good idea to show you these trucks. It's a crazy, really cool device that Callaway has. I say device, it's a truck that expands. It's got skids on it and they travel to all the European tour events or the mainland European tour events. So I'll give you guys an inside look there next week. That should be fun. And they can also make club repairs. They've got all kinds of machinery on there and different shafts, different grips, different club heads, whatever you want. It's like a golf nerd's candy land basically. Gotta throw these away, gotta find a place to put these gloves. I thought I was done with footage after the putting experience, but here we are. We walk into the court or the clubhouse now. We're gonna drop the stuff off and head on out of here. Tuesday practice round. I've already got a bit of work done. Woke up at the Airbnb. Beautiful birds chirping, as you can hear them now possibly. It was a nice morning, relaxing. The only trouble was I went to go warm up. The physio truck and the workout truck was not available. They were still trying to level it out and get it ready. So I just had to cold turkey, as they say in America, hit a few putts and then walked onto the range to hit balls. I like to do all those warm up workout type things to get my body going, but today I'm a little bit cold heading onto the course. But I did get some putting done, did hit some balls, and now I'm just going to be out here basically seeing the golf course. Not too much to do in a practice round today. I just want to see the greens, kind of memorize them in my head. I've got a really good yardage book here, so this is going to keep me alert and advised on all the different hazards and hills and slopes and things, but I just want to internalize it so I have a quick reaction when I know, okay, back right pin, hole 7, where am I going to hit it? Besides that, maybe hit a few chip shots. I haven't done any chipping around the greens at the top where the range is, so extra chip shots today. And then have some fun. We've only got 2 other guys with us. Normally it's 4 balls, so we'll have a little extra time to hit a few more shots. We've got Connor Syme here and a local guy called Bernard. I haven't got his last name yet, but I'm assuming he's an Austrian playing in this tournament, so should be fun, get some local knowledge from him. Once I'm done with the practice run, I'm probably gonna go work out. As long as they've leveled off that workout truck, I can get in there and lift a few weights and then get some physio afterwards. And then maybe, I don't know, if I have enough time this afternoon, go and do a hike. I see a lot of these ridge lines here and hills. There must be some really cool hikes through the hills. If not, go into Salzburg or hang out at the Airbnb. But either way, I've got to do something when I have the time. We'll have tomorrow morning as well before my pro-am. So maybe do the planning today and execute some fun stuff tomorrow. It's time to hit the approach now. I've got a nice uphill 85, 90 yard wedge shot for you guys. Hole number 5. Hole number 5.
It's all about wind. Just trying to really get it in this area.
Okay, 275 to 300 on the yardage book.
Yeah, obviously the shape is right to left.
Do you want mini just because of the shape, or?
Yeah, I'm more set with mini.
Where do you want this finishing?
I want it finishing. See the red house and the red roof?
Yep.
Going just left of that.
Left edge of it. And that's perfect, according to my caddy.
Mini driver on that line.
Okay, we got backup from the second caddy here.
Caddy legion here.
Yeah, traffic control, clear for crossing second fairway. Okay, let's go, go, go. So to explain that 2-wood play or mini driver, I've got my 2-wood or mini driver that shapes right to left and my driver shapes left to right. So that way when I have a hole that either shapes dramatically or I have a lot of wind, I can hold the wind or hit it with the shape of the hole. It's a helpful tool to have if you have two long clubs. I recently switched to this Callaway AI Smoke mini driver and it's been awesome. My old 3-wood was only like 270, 275 carry. This one's 285 off a tee, so 305 with the driver. It's two clubs close to each other, but they're totally different clubs, right to left, left to right. I can use them in different situations. So
Still hit it off the ground too.
I can, yeah. 270, 275 off the ground, and it's relatively straight. The cool part is when I hit it really hard, that's when it brings out the more right to left shape. The face gets a little more closure and works to the left. But I don't really have to try too hard. It's simply just that club goes right to left. So it's a nice little bonus. We got Bernard over here. We're gonna try and get him on the camera later. Maybe he'll give us some local recommendations. He's a Salzburger himself, so he's from the area. It's my first time seeing the course, and it's definitely a course built in the 90s, 80s, 2000s. You can see a lot of features from, I guess, early Nicklaus design. Greens are just straight up. His greens haven't changed in 20, 30 years, I think. My opinion, I don't know. I'm not a huge golf course design nerd, but he brings a lot of the sort of links golf features on the greens. Rolling hills, not sudden sharp angles. It's very subtle. And
You said yesterday though you like Nicklaus courses.
I do like Nicklaus courses, yeah.
Your favourite?
The first one I really played and did well, it was Pearl Valley. The South African Open was played there. I won the Freddie Tate Trophy, which is amateur, leading amateur in the field. And that was probably the first true Nicklaus course that I got like intimately aware of. So I really enjoyed that. Couldn't name you another 5. He probably has another 15 in South Africa, but I do like his design. Someone once explained to me his design philosophy is almost like a funnel. Wide off the tee, you got space, you got options. Then as you get to the green, the targets become smaller and smaller. So that does lend itself to my style, I think. I like to hit a lot of drivers, hit it long and far, and then my iron play is probably the strength of my game.
Prize there.
That's thanks to Jay's line and my execution. We got a nice Callaway rangefinder here, which I'm really enjoying. Nice and small, easy to travel with. 368 to the other side of the valley, by the way. 127, 129. So we are playing downhill, I assume.
Yes, down 2.
127 hole. No real wind to speak of. The ball's a little dirty, so this might be tricky. Little curve on there thanks to the mud. Distance looks good though.
Nice.
Yeah, a little short, but that's solid. Did you see the divot? I think it just broke up. You got to replace the divot, guys. Don't forget. Look at this job. Yeah, someone's hit 2 balls. Looks like a catfish has jumped out of the water and they've tried to replace him. Right, I think this is the first hole we've had that's flat. The first 4 holes were up, down, sideways. Apparently the course flattens out from here. I'm excited about that, and so is Jay, because the bag's a bit heavy today. We got rain gear in the bag, and we got food. We got all kinds of umbrella just in case of the rain. 15 clubs, so he's not the happiest Sherpa right now. Got some horses in the distance there, that's pretty. But we gotta look at birdie here. That's a well-played hole. Mini driver, wedge, and there's another reason we don't need the driver. If mini driver leaves me a wedge, there's no reason to push it another 15 yards up the fairway. Another feature for me, Nicklaus design, bunkers that are absolutely not in play. Like he always has bunkers that are just so far from the green or the landing area.
Aesthetically, it looks
It's
nice.
just a feature, yeah, for the eyes. It just draws you into certain places or just fills the space. And it also lines his pocket, I think, because it costs money to build a bunker and you can make money on top. I don't know, maybe tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Is that bunker's probably cheaper than grass? I'm not sure what it turns out like for the ground staff, but at least building it takes a little more effort. Okay, I'm gonna try and make this putt. A little right to left from the first view. Second view confirms that. Didn't hit it hard enough, go. Oh, I did, yes. Birdie on camera. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. It wasn't as in-depth as normal. It was a pretty quick hole, but I gotta get to business now. Hit some chips and putts, but we made a birdie under pressure. Ball's a little dirty too, so I've gotta get Jay back on the ball. Jay, there we go. Oh, too much. 1 yard. Right, we found Bernard here. He's a local. Decided to play a practice round at a course. I guess you've grown up here. You've played this course many times.
Many times since I'm 10 years old.
Wow. he was telling me about all the new tee boxes, and like this hole, we just had to walk back like 150 meters on the 7th hole. So quite a few changes in the 30, 40 years this course has been around. But do you have memories of playing here, winning it? Have you won any tournaments here?
Not yet.
Not yet. There we go. I like that. I like that. So you at least know the surrounding areas. Have you got anything for me to do while I'm here? I mentioned it earlier when we started this practice round, but you gave me a couple tips. What do you think my girlfriend and I should get up to in this area? What is there to do? Even just generally, it doesn't have to be a specific thing, even if it's hiking or rafting or something like.
You should go to see the Salzburg city. the old
Okay,
town,
okay.
the Getreidegasse.
What is that?
It's a street middle in the
Oh, okay.
city center.
Okay, so I'm guessing good architecture, restaurants.
Yeah, the house of
Cafes.
Mozart was born.
Oh, okay. Is there a German word I think in Dutch, Wandel? Does Wandel make sense in German? No? Like wander, to walk around?
Wandern.
Wandern,
hiking.
okay, there we go. Hiking, yeah. What about, I was thinking, any military things or World War II? Do you know if were there any
it's-
battles here?
It's on the border.
Okay.
It's on the border to Germany.
To Germany.
Germany or Austria.
Okay.
Very close from
So
me.
maybe a museum or something, or a little history. Yeah, I was hoping for, honestly, whitewater rafting was what I was thinking, but I don't see any big
Got
enough.
some nice lakes over here.
Okay.
Matze, Fuschelsee.
Okay.
Very
They're going to be
nice
cold
lakes.
though, right? They're going to be freezing
Yeah,
right now.
but it's
Maybe I'll do my recovery there. I'll go and jump in, cool off, and then warm up afterwards next to the fire. We've got a beautiful home this week. It's a, what do they call that? Yacht house. It's like a hunting lodge almost.
nice.
It's a very cozy, nice spot. So, all right, we'll have to go check out at least Salzburg City, maybe some more activities. But
And Red Bull,
Red Bull, yeah, you mentioned
Red
that.
Bull.
What is that?
Hangar 7,
Okay.
but it's closed now.
It's,
But you can go to.
I'll have to go on
stadium.
YouTube and
Yeah.
figure it out. So is that Red Bull Arena? What is the name of
Red
it?
Bull Hangar 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out. Thanks for the tips.
Cheers.
Back to the golf now. We got that practice run done just in time. Faithful umbrella is going to keep me drying out. Going to head in for some lunch, and maybe if you can sneak some footage of the gym, I'm going to get a workout in and then chill all afternoon. So stay tuned. I'm either going to skip to the next day, or you guys are going to see me lift some weight. Hopefully we can get in there and show you what I get up to. Sadly, the gym truck was not available for a workout. They had a problem with the skids trying to level it out. So my buddy Martin Trainer mentioned he was going to go to the Eagle's Nest area, which, if you don't know what that is, it's this mountaintop house near where Hitler and all his friends used to base themselves in Bavaria. So we rushed out there, tried to join Martin. We missed the bus with him going up, but we still got to the top of the mountain, and it was spectacular. I learned so much. It was crazy. I'd seen a couple documentaries and seen them reference it, just video of Hitler walking around up at this weird mountaintop thing, but I basically figured out that he had a long history there. It was crazy. You'll see the footage that we got of the inside of that area, but there was a whole nother complex called the Berghof, where he used to like write his second, I guess, volume of Mein Kampf, and then he lived in the area, and it was a base towards the end of the World War. They had all kinds of tunnel networks that they were building right at the end of the war, and he would host dignitaries there. There were all kinds of cool things. He pissed off a lot of the locals there. They bought land from them, basically pushed them off the land, and then this little gift was given by his secretary Bornemann, this eagle, Kirstenhof, whatever the house is called, but in English we know it as the Eagle's Nest. Beautiful little overlook from the mountain, where it's a 124-meter shaft that goes straight from like a base area where the cars would drop you off after taking this winding switchback road, and you go straight up the middle of this mountain, 120 meters to the top, and you pop out and you're just chilling at the top of a cliff. It's crazy. It's kind of out of a movie scene, and obviously there's a few more outcroppings and mountainside things that we walked along, got to kind of check the views, and clouds are rolling in, rolling out, so you got to plan it on a good day. Another thing I would say is I didn't go to the museum. We got there a little bit late, but the Documentations Museum, there's a German version of that word, but go check that out. We didn't get to do that, sadly, but I love my history, so it would have been great. There's some bunkers there that you can apparently go on a tour of, so it's just a great little outing in the afternoon. Never thought I'd get to see it. I was actually shocked when I realized that that was in this section of Germany/Austria near the border. So it was a fun afternoon. Hopefully the footage came out nicely, and you guys can get some ideas to go and do this on a future trip to Europe. I just got done with breakfast and I got a little snack for the road. We have a 9:15 Pro-Am today with the sponsors, and I'm going to go over there through the trees somewhere to find the gym, do a little warm up, bring you guys along with me. Come on. Truck warm up. Oh, I've already gone through some skipping, some neck mobility, one of the more intense exercises. Trying to breathe into the diaphragm here, expand the chest and expand the lower abdomen while being slightly off center, right leg raised above the left. This is just a corrective exercise to combat a million golf swings, basically. In the golf swing, you get into this position, obviously, on the backswing. This left hip is internally rotated. So I'm just trying to check that mobility now. That's actually pretty good. Normally that's really, really grimy and feels bad, but solid. Next one. Knee to knee, trying to raise this left knee off the ground while keeping this right leg extended as far as I can. So similar thing, we're just trying to loosen up these hips, get them activated and moving. It gets this opposite adductor firing and the right side glute all in one. And then I just come up with some random wiggles, random moves, shoulder. These are all on the list, but I have about probably 40 exercises on the list, so each day I'll do something different and skip through, figure out what I need today. And I'm going to get into a little hip series. Let's see how many clicks and try and rotate over this posterior hip, loosen up the muscles around the hip, and then we'll flip over to the left. Same thing. Get this hip flexor moving. So I like this one. I didn't really get given this by my trainer, but I turn into this hip and I try and lean over almost like a hurdle stretch. And just basically play with that hip socket, try and get 360 degrees out of it. Do a little foot raise here. Just random things you can then push through. Oh, the hips are actually feeling pretty good today. Haven't had physio since last weekend, but yeah, it's feeling good. And then the next we're gonna go to a calf stretch, posterior. Simple one here. Everyone who's played a sport has probably done this stretch. I do it a little differently though. Stretch it out and then you bend the knee, try and get some movement through the knee. I'm getting old now, so you hear a lot of clicks. Click, click, click. If I move this mic down to the lower body, you can hear all the old body parts firing up. Okay, this one you may not want to get frontal like this, but deep squat breathing. So I'm trying to round the back, push back against the back wall by breathing through my lungs, as opposed to breathing through I don't know what else, but yeah. Use the lungs to basically expand your chest and try and get a few little extra inches or centimeters of movement. And you're trying to get as deep as you can in the squat. You can use your hands to push out a bit, yeah. You can just wiggle around. So I'll play with this angle a bit. And I'll move one more hip movement. We're gonna go face down a little hip car. Get the full range of the hip. Oh, I got a nice pop there in the right hip. And go both directions, don't forget. All right, next we got let's say more. Lots of hip. Try and get movement in this stuff. Early in the morning is tough. Oh, I love this one. My old trainer, Nick Catterall, showed me this one. Catto, you are right, this is a great one. The first few times you do this, you struggle to feel what you're looking for, but once you have your own little routine, it's one of the best stretches you can do. So it's just a reach through, hip distraction, pulling a little bit, and then again I play with all the angles. Tuck those hips. Rotate over while breathing out. Adding a little Aldoa element here with these hands activated. And then we're gonna grab reverse opposite foot into the quad and hip flexor here. So we're gonna go into the arm, come towards the camera. Basically just stretching down the lat, up
torso. Again, I don't know if it's advised playing with all these angles, but I do like to try and get each different section. And we're gonna stretch a long ways here, try and get the lat. You can change the foot position, lean over more, you can go more head down, head up, just hits a different section of that side.
We're in Austria, baby. Well, we missed the cut this week, and our reward is an even better hike than the golf course. So here we are.
We're not playing on the weekend, but just so we can go on a hike across this beautiful mountain. Is that the truth, Marty, or did
that was part of the plan. Maybe subconsciously we knew if we made the cut we wouldn't be able to do this amazing hike.
No, we tried our best. We tried to make the cut, we didn't, but we have this bonus of going on the hike. We're not actually going up that mountain. That's a little rough for us, a little too technical, but we're going down that side, we get to the top, down the other, and there's a lake behind this field. So on our way back, we're going to stop at the lake, go for a swim, cool off, and hopefully 3 to 4 hours of fun this afternoon. All right, we're halfway up the mountain. It's very quiet. I look very lonely right now, but as you can see, there's tons of people. We got Marty, we got Alex, we got Zach, the legend, but we're surviving. Maggie on the camera. Steeper than I expected. I don't know, what do you guys think, Marty? How are we doing?
I'm out of shape. I had an elbow injury, so my legs are sore.
Alex surviving.
We're surviving, we're going strong.
Zach is like, oh, I'm only at like 100
Yeah, I'm
beats
doing
per
fine.
minute.
It's fine.
He's cruising.
We're only halfway there.
He's a satchel man. He's a caddy.
Yeah,
He knows what to do.
I'd be more comfortable.
Honestly, I'm a little bit tired already. I'm surprised I did a heavy lift yesterday, so I'm going to blame it on that. But we'll keep trekking. I can see some sky, some blue sky through there, so we'll be at the top soon. Over and out Dill in the woods. We made it to the top. A lot of moaning in the group, a lot of groaning, a lot of, why are we doing this? Zach, do you want to chime in maybe?
It's not that bad now that we're at the top, but it was pretty painful on the way up.
Yeah, now that we're here, he's happy and he's good. But once we finish the whole hike, he's going to be like, oh, that was nothing, I bet you. It's amazing how much endurance the human body actually has, even if you're not in great shape. But yeah, we've got a nice view. What is the lake called? Do you guys know? Anybody? Lake Monsi. I don't think this one is, or it might be. I thought it was a small one nearby. We don't know. We'll fill it in the edits over here. I don't know which one it is, but we're going to be swimming in that in about 2 hours from now. I was explaining to Marty, he was huffing and puffing. I said, bro, what cardio do you do to train? He's a pro golfer. Nothing. So zone 2, the crossover from majority fat burning to majority carbohydrates burning in your body. You want to find a way to push that limit as far away as you can. So if you use lactate or you use your heart rate as your measurement, you want to try and get that as far away as you can so you can be efficient in burning at a high heart rate or a high threshold where you're exercising a lot, and find a way to constantly do that to push that threshold away. For me, 135 to 140 is that zone 2 crossover. For Marty, I think we worked out 115 probably right now, so he's got a bit of space to go. Zach, he's a caddy, he knows what he's doing. He's also at 140.
Are you factoring the cheese into my zone 2 cardio?
No, cheese is a fat, so it's a great fuel for you when you stay in zone 2, but it's not good if you keep tapping into the carbs and you don't have any. Well, you got some baguette too.
Carbs. We got baguette as well.
Very French, very Euro lunch here we're having on the top of the mountain. But yeah, zone 2, we try to stay in zone 2 the whole way up. I think I did a couple times I was deep breath, but that's not too bad. Either way, it's worth the view. Hour and 10 minutes, guys? How long did it take? Maybe just over an hour. Hour and 10, hour and 20, straight uphill. 2 breaks, 2 like 5-minute breaks in between, but I think on the way down we'll be a little quicker. We'll be like little mountain goats jumping down the hill. Either way, I want to get in that water. It looks cold, it looks refreshing, so we'll get there and freshen the legs up. We found a nice little spot here. We've got a beach set up. There may not be any sand, but we've got a cafe in the background. Go get a meal there, get a drink, and then check this little swimming area out. We got a jetty, we got an ice cold lake. I'm looking forward to that after 3 hours of hiking. My legs are a little bit sore. You see all the way to the other side. Apparently there's no gas motors on this lake for the boats, so only electric or sailboats. So you can see the water's crystal clear. Can't wait to get out there and cool off because it's been a long, long hike.
Oh boy. Whatever Dylan said was fake news.
We've come to the end of another week. We started in a car. We're going to end in the same car. I'm running along the airport here in Munich. We left Austria, we left Salzburg about 2 hours ago. And next week we're heading to Amsterdam. It's a bittersweet ending to a wonderful week. We got up to some fun things. We did hiking for the first time, went way up the mountain and made our way safely down with Martin Trainer and his friends. I didn't play the greatest golf this week, but I did have fun on a really tricky golf course. Got to be near the Red Bull head offices. I didn't show you guys footage of any of that, but maybe next time we will. I had my first Red Bull ever as well, and we really enjoyed our time in Austria. I think next time we're going to definitely cycle in more hikes, maybe a river rafting trip, something fun like that. But the Eagle's Nest was probably the highlight for me as well. So I was super happy with the things we got up to, and it's urged me to do a few more fun things in tournament weeks. I definitely need to persuade myself to get out of the comfort zone and go have some fun. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I really did, and we're on to the next one in Amsterdam for the Dutch Open, one of my favorite tournaments on tour.